So this is the mold, the stains in the mold growing on our walls. There was a really big storm in Texas, I want to say just before Thanksgiving break. And I can look up the date later. We reported that during the storm there had been leaking from the outside in here, and you can see how far down it goes. This is our fireplace, by the way. Let me get a further away look here. There's our fireplace, little space heater in front of it, little fish tank in the corner, desk and computer and stuff. So this is one corner of our apartment, basically next to the back door, next to the balcony, so facing the outside, and there was just leaks that came through during that storm that night, and the wall was soaking wet. And we dabbed it up as best we could with towels, and then the next day we had a fan. Let's see, where's our fan? See this bad boy? Right here. We have a couple of those, and we put them over there because they have pretty long extension cords. And we had a couple fans sitting right there on the floor, pointing up to try and help the wall out so that there wouldn't be any permanent damage. So that happened during a big storm that night. And then the next day we reported it. Went into the office in person to report it like we always do, because if you call you never actually get anything done. They just assume you're wanting to rent, or I don't even know. So yeah, we reported it. That was before Thanksgiving break. Today is January 13th. I don't know if there's a great way I can prove that. I guess let me go around to my computer real quick. Okay. Here we go. Wednesday, January 13th. Hopefully that's proof enough. So, and again, I'll show the date later for when exactly I put that work order in for the first time, but it's just the staining. I mean, it's a little bit in that corner, but you can see the bulk of it right here. Just huge amounts from all the leaks. And it goes down the side of the fireplace that far. And up here at kind of the top center part, you can see there's some mold. Now this is mold, and it's black. I don't know if it's like the black mold that people really freak out about. It would be awfully nice to know if that's what it was, but we can't ever get any maintenance men to come in here and look. So yeah, and that mold started growing, I want to say about a month after we had reported this, about a month after it happened. And we made sure that it stayed as dry as we could get it with our fans and our towels, dabbing it over the next few days. But you know, I'm assuming it's not just on the surface, because whatever happened came through the wall. When that mold started growing, we were like, oh, this could be really, really bad. Mold growing in a home is generally pretty bad. And so we, Daniel has sprayed it with bleach a couple of times just to try and kill so that it wouldn't be too bad, but it's persisting in being there, that dark, sketchy mold growing there, which is just super duper. But this is just kind of indicative of how hard it is to get anything taken care of around here. I mean, it's been 2 months for this. We have had times where the water is off without warning. Like, it's honestly on a pretty regular basis, I would say water's off without warning. Just all the time. There's also been a lot of times where the air conditioner is not working, like in the heat of summer, and it takes them a few days to come and fix that, which is against the law, by the way. And we've had times where the heater's not working in January, and it takes them a few days to come and fix that. Also against the law. They have to fix those kind of things day of, I believe. You can also see these two spots on our bathroom wall. See these right here? So the towel bar we first had when we moved in, it was kind of loose when we moved in. And then over time, just using it, and we don't do anything weird with our towel bar. Like, look, there's just 2 towels on it. We don't even add hand towels or washcloths on top like some people do, and these are pretty standard, just light bath towels. And we don't, you know, hook them on here roughly or anything, but we're just using the towel bar like it's intended, right? But anyway, it eventually was so loose that it was about to fall out of the wall. And so I put in a work order, and I can bring up dates for that one too. I put in a work order to get the towel bar fixed. And after a while of me going in and complaining about it, because that's what it takes to get anyone to show up at all around here, they finally did show up, and he just was like, I'm just going to mount a whole new towel bar. Actually, it might even be the same bar, but he was just like, I'm going to mount it in a new place where the wall is not so damaged. And so he just basically moved it down about 6 inches and reattached it, and it was like, cool. And then he was like, I'll be right back. Yeah, He never came back. He left these two gaping holes, like you can see next to my hand how big this is. Gaping holes. This was a huge hole in the bathroom wall. This side too, big old hole, just right in there. You could see inside the wall and everything, huge holes. And they were left here for weeks or months, I don't know. Again, I can go look at the dates on that. Until I went in again and complained about it. And after a while of me doing that, because that's what it takes, again, to get anybody to show up around here, after I complained for a long enough time, they came in and they finally filled the holes in. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to come back and do the finishing, you know, to make it look like the rest of the wall. Be right back. Well, yeah, we've learned what the phrase be right back means around here. Haven't seen him since, and I just can't be bothered to care anymore because there's always something more urgent than my wall looks like someone punched a hole through it, you know? We always need something else taken care of, and so at that point I was just like, I guess I'm done fighting this battle because it was friggin' 6 months to get a towel bar fixed. Like, really? Those are just a couple examples. I'll expand on some others, but yeah, this apartment complex not holding up their end of the deal, really. And giant stains next to our fireplace from a storm 2 months ago are currently the biggest issue and kind of exhibit A against them, honestly. Yeah, don't ever live here.